dawn of apartheid. Setting the stage. South Africa, 1948. A nation teetered on the precipice of change, caught between the past and an uncertain future. The winds of oppression blew cold, ushering in the dark era of apartheid, a time that would leave an indelible mark on history. A system meticulously designed to divide, to subjugate, to strip away the dignity and humanity of an entire people. It was a time of fear, a time of anger, a time that cried out for a beacon of hope, a glimmer of change. In the rural villages and bustling cities alike, a deep unease settled, a palpable tension that could not be ignored. Black South Africans found themselves relegated to the margins of society, their voices stifled, their dreams deferred, their potential unrealized. The oppressive laws of apartheid cast a long, dark shadow, reaching into every facet of life, dictating where one could live, work, and even whom they could love. The color of one's skin determined their destiny, a cruel and unyielding fate imposed by an unjust system. But even in the face of such pervasive injustice, the human spirit refused to be extinguished, showing remarkable resilience. In hushed tones, in secret gatherings, the seeds of resistance were sown, nurtured by a collective yearning for change. A yearning for freedom, for equality, for a just and equitable society, burned brightly in the hearts of millions, refusing to be dimmed. From this crucible of oppression, a leader would rise, embodying the hopes and dreams of a nation. A man whose unwavering belief in the power of justice and equality would inspire a nation and reverberate across the globe. His name was Nelson Mandela, a beacon of hope and a symbol of resilience.
Nelson Mandela, a young lawyer, watched his beloved South Africa descend into darkness. He witnessed the erosion of freedoms and the rise of an oppressive regime. He saw the injustice, the inequality, the systematic dismantling of human dignity. The apartheid system was designed to dehumanize and segregate. He knew he couldn't remain silent. The silence would only perpetuate the suffering of his people.
Joining the African National Congress, Mandela raised his voice against the tyranny of apartheid. He became a symbol of resistance and a voice for the voiceless. He spoke with passion, with eloquence, with a fire that ignited the hearts of his fellow countrymen. His speeches were a rallying cry for justice and equality. He called for unity, for resistance, for a fight against the oppressive regime. His words were a beacon of hope and a call to action. His words resonated deeply with the people. They saw in him a leader, a beacon of hope in a time of despair. Mandela's vision for a free and equal South Africa inspired many. Mandela's unwavering commitment to justice, his courage in the face of adversity, inspired a generation to rise up and demand their rightful place in society. His determination was unshakable. But the path to freedom was fraught with danger. The journey was long and arduous, filled with trials and tribulations. The South African government, determined to maintain its grip on power, responded to dissent with brutal force. The regime's cruelty knew no bounds. Mandela and his comrades in the ANC faced constant harassment, intimidation, and imprisonment. Their struggle was relentless, but their spirit remained unbroken.
1. The world watched with bated breath as Nelson Mandela and his comrades stood accused of sabotage and other crimes against the apartheid state. The trial was not just a legal battle, but a moral confrontation that captured global attention. The Rivonia trial, as it came to be known, was a pivotal moment in South Africa's history. It was a defining chapter that would shape the future of the nation and its struggle for freedom.
Facing the very real possibility of a death sentence, Mandela remained defiant. His courage in the face of such grave danger was nothing short of extraordinary. His now iconic speech from the dock echoed through the courtroom, a powerful indictment of apartheid and a stirring articulation of his unwavering belief in equality and justice for all. It was a moment that would be etched in history forever. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities, Mandela declared with conviction, his voice unwavering. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve, but if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. These words were not just a statement, but a solemn vow. His words resonated far beyond the walls of the courtroom, reaching the hearts and minds of people across the globe. They became a rallying cry for the oppressed, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a man willing to sacrifice everything for his beliefs. His speech inspired countless others to stand up and fight for their rights. the world listened and the tide began to turn. Mandela's words not only changed the course of South African history, but also altered the world's perspective on justice and equality.
Sentenced to life imprisonment, Mandela was sent to the notorious Robben Island prison. Isolated from the world, subjected to harsh labor and brutal treatment, his spirit remained unbroken.
Even within the confines of his cell, Mandela's influence continued to grow. He became a symbol of resistance, a testament to the power of hope in the face of adversity. His fellow prisoners drew strength from his unwavering spirit, his quiet dignity, his unwavering belief in the righteousness of their cause. The world outside the prison walls continued to fight for Mandela's release and an end to apartheid. Anti-apartheid movements gained momentum, with people from all walks of life joining the call for sanctions against the South African government. Section 5, a global icon. The world rallies behind Mandela. Nelson Mandela's imprisonment transformed him into a global icon. His plight resonated across continents, igniting a firestorm of international condemnation against the apartheid regime. Musicians, artists, politicians, and everyday citizens from all corners of the world joined the chorus demanding Mandela's release and the dismantling of apartheid. From the streets of London to the concert halls of New York, the cry, "Free Nelson Mandela," became a global anthem for freedom and equality. The pressure on the South African government mounted with each passing year. Sanctions crippled the economy, and the country found itself increasingly isolated on the world stage. The tide was turning, and the architects of apartheid found themselves on the wrong side of history. Section 6. Freedom's Embrace, a Nation's Redemption. After 27 long years, the gates of Victor Verster Prison swung open on February 11, 1990. Nelson Mandela, a free man, emerged to a world transformed by his immense sacrifice. Millions around the world held their breath as Mandela, his fist raised in victory, walked into the sunlight. The image, beamed across the globe, marked a pivotal moment in history. The beginning of the end of apartheid. South Africa, once a pariah state, watched in awe and anticipation. The man who had become a symbol of hope and resilience was finally home, ready to lead his nation towards a brighter future. Forgiveness and reconciliation, the power of Ubuntu. Despite the brutality he endured, Nelson Mandela emerged from prison not with a thirst for vengeance, but with a message of forgiveness and reconciliation. His commitment to Ubuntu, the African philosophy of interconnectedness and compassion, shone through. He met with his former captors, shared tea with the families of apartheid's victims, and extended a hand of friendship to those who had once sought to silence him. Mandela understood that true freedom could only be achieved through healing the wounds of the past. His leadership during this delicate period was nothing short of remarkable. He navigated the treacherous path of dismantling apartheid while preventing the country from descending into chaos. Mandela's unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity, his capacity for forgiveness, and his commitment to dialogue paved the way for a peaceful transition to a democratic South Africa. Building a nation, the challenges of freedom. The road to rebuilding a nation torn apart by decades of racial segregation was not easy. The scars of apartheid ran deep, and the challenges were immense. Yet Mandela faced them with the same determination and unwavering optimism that had defined his life. He championed the creation of a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, providing a platform for victims and perpetrators of apartheid-era atrocities to share their stories and seek forgiveness. Mandela understood that confronting the past, however painful, was essential for building a just and equitable future. His government focused on addressing the inequalities of the past, investing in education, healthcare, and economic empowerment for all South Africans. Mandela's vision was clear: to create a rainbow nation where everyone, regardless of race or background, could thrive. Mandela's legacy, an enduring inspiration. Nelson Mandela's legacy extends far beyond the borders of South Africa. He stands as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of resilience, forgiveness, and unwavering belief in the human spirit. His unwavering commitment to justice, his ability to forgive, and his tireless work to build a better future continue to inspire millions around the world. Mandela's life is a testament to the fact that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, One person's courage and determination can indeed change the world. His story is a reminder that we all have a role to play in building a more just and equitable world. Mandela's legacy challenges us to confront injustice, to stand up for what is right, and to never lose faith in the power of hope. Walking in Mandela's footsteps, a call to action. Nelson Mandela's journey from prisoner to president is a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. His story is a call to action, urging us to embrace his legacy not just through remembrance, but through action. We are all called to be agents of change, to challenge injustice wherever we see it, and to work tirelessly towards a world where equality, compassion, and Ubuntu prevail. Let us honor Mandela's memory by striving to build a world worthy of his dream, a world where every human being is treated with dignity and respect. As Mandela himself once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Let us draw inspiration from his life and continue the long walk to freedom together.